Okay, I'll have to call our detective Brandon, see what's he up to now. Right, that will be good. Hey Brandon, it's me, Jefferson. Jefferson Barley. I'm the lieutenant. Brandon, it's me, Lieutenant Jefferson Barley. Coming up. Hi Brandon, how's it going? I'm sorry for what I've just told you that earlier, but I already told you that earlier about Gary. Well, yeah, well, he got out, but he's free. But we took him for the last time, but not for today, though. Sorry. So by the way, Brandon, I'm just gonna tell you something that there's a problem in the homicide lockdown. As you can see, there's some of the problems here as I speak. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you something about what I was thinking of. There's a homicide lockdown. It's going on, but all the shops and everything were closed because of lockdown. But I'm sorry about that, Brandon. Yeah. Well, maybe next year. Well, by the end of this year, yeah. We have to stay calm immediately, so we don't think we were doing it as time. Yeah, that's what we thought. Well, we'll just think about it though, Brandon. But the only ways we can do, but not exactly though. But not really, as I say. Yeah, I thought so. But basically, there was something going on with this around the USA. Well, around the USA, there's some other people around in this particular, but I know there's a few things that it doesn't make any impact of the lockdown impact, so that every other people around are leaving, are running away, or they're all been scarpered from the quarantine, but because all the FBI's and SWAT's everywhere, so I've already told them to protect the quarantine, so people won't, so they won't let these people going into the airport and get into the plane. So what I was thinking is now, Brandon, but the only things I have to tell, it's not that simple, but I have to tell you, but it's not the real thing to do. I did the right thing, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter to us. It's not about us right now, running. Yeah, because they're running out of time, Brandon, but I didn't notice. They haven't been sacked because I don't know, but it's not the real thing. But it's not the real thing. It's not. If it's not, especially the few things that is not the real thing to do, but it shouldn't be. It should not be allowed. They should never allowed to enter the quarantine, but they were not allowed to go to the quarantine. But we used to stay in our country. But for some reason, Brandon, all every people around, there's something going on with this particular. But Henry Brook has been setting up the fences from every hundreds of countries. Maybe a Republic of Cuba. Maybe Cuban American. Cuba, America, and Canada. What do they all do? I know every these people were in came alongside, but never come back in the other changes. So, as I especially give everyone a chance to describe how these things is going to happen, but we don't know what we were doing, so we were going to change our lives. It's not that simple, but it's not. I have to tell you, but though, Brandon, I have to tell you things about what I just did about all the time. So recently, there was some things going on with this particular, but I have to tell you things that is not the real thing to do. But when I recently taken alive, but there is something going on with this particularly, but it's not the real thing. We're both gonna do it together, but not until the morning or evening. Even if we're not allowed to go in. Because sometimes it's not the real thing. What we care about is us. So why do you get to know why you taking it? Why? Because of the lockdown? Yeah, I heard you right. Yeah, you got me alright. But to be fair, there is not enough there's not enough all the people were never boarded on boards or ships or planes, but they can't be travelled by planes, boats. Nothing. But they all have to leave the country. They have to leave this country. So we don't think we're going to the Walmart, all sorts. Can't go to Walmart against it, but never come back. But we'll never come back after all, Brandon. But we'll never come back eventually. We don't think we're slaves, but we will just keep ourselves calm, so we don't think we were doing it. Well, it's not the real thing, but don't even think about it though, Brandon. We'll make the things right. But to be fair, Brandon, I suppose that we never do it again, but we fight against the other lads that we do not want to care about. It's the only way to stop them, by spreading. If we stop the spread, what are we gonna do? We don't think we were doing it as we speak, but we speak it in our lines, so we don't even think about it as much as we can. It's not the real thing, actually. We don't even think about it. We are not going to think about it. It's all done. We're not taking it. Everything. We're not talking about any unnecessaries. It's kind of real thing. But this is an unnecessary. Otherwise, if you don't, it'll be necessary to you. By the way, Brandon, I have to say, but I'll have to speaking to you again later on. We'll talk about it soon. So, when the homicide lockdown finishes by the end of this month, it'll be next year. So, maybe on the January. Yeah. Do you know what, Brandon? Have a nice day and stay safe and take care of yourself. Okay, bye. Well, what I was thinking is now, Brandon can decide whether he's coming in or not. Well, I'll have to check. Check these corners, check everything. We've got a lot of boards there, we've got a lot of boards. Some of the boards there or something, but nothing really exactly. Yep, that's all done. Right. Let's see what the lockdown will be finished then.